This is Madison Emehel with a My History Fact in honor of Black History. Today, I give honor to my grandmother, Sadie Bridgers Anderson. Grandma was born on a farm in Johnston County on September 8, 1935, to the late Liberty and Desi Bridges. Her mother was a talented seamstress who could cut patterns from newspapers and make beautiful dresses. Her father was very musically inclined. He played harmonica, guitar, and the piano. In fact, when Grandma was a child, her father would host an annual convention for the church where he would barbecue a hog and play music during the social services. Around the age of 6, Grandma's father moved the family to Clayton, North Carolina, where he had purchased a 103-acre farm. The family raised tobacco on 3 1/10 acres of the land and cotton on about 15 acres of the land each year. The rest of the farm was used to grow fruits, vegetables, soybeans, and corn. They also used a portion of the land to raise livestock such as pigs, cattle, horses, goats, chickens, ducks, and yes, even geese. One of the advantages of living on a farm is having mature trees. My grandfather hung a tire swing from one tree and a board swing from the other so that the kids could enjoy them during play. Being the 5th of 10 children, my grandma was never short on kids to play with. She enjoyed playing games with her brothers and sisters like hopscotch, hide and seek, baseball, dodgeball, jumping, double dutch, and a game that I've never heard of before called Ain't No Bears Out Tonight. Ain't no bears out tonight. One of Grandma's favorite pastimes as a child was adventuring out into the woods to explore nature. During these adventure times, she would pick berries, capture turtles and fish, tadpoles, and minnow out of the creek and put them in mason jars filled with creek water as pets. Being the middle child, my grandma was too young to work in the fields, but she was just old enough to help her mom around the house. As a child, Grandma's days would typically consist of helping to keep the house in order, cooking, and canning food for the winter. In the evenings, her parents would gather all the kids in their bedroom to kneel for prayer. Ah, the good old days. So different from what we experience in childhood today. My grandma was a straight-A student in school. She attended William Mason Cooper Elementary and later Richard B. Harrison during her high school years. In 1951, she met and married my grandfather, Willie Edmond. Shortly after they got married, Willie's father, Frank Edmond, took ill and the two traveled to Lynchburg, South Carolina around March 1952 to help finish cultivating Frank's farm. It was during the tobacco harvest that Willie's father passed. Shortly thereafter, my grandparents returned to North Carolina and began establishing their own family. They became members of Mount Livingstone United Holiness Church in Selma, North Carolina, where my grandmother served as a deaconess. Later, she was appointed mother of the church and became a licensed evangelist missionary. In the early 1960s, my grandfather Willie's health began to decline, so to the point that he was no longer able to work, so my grandma was forced to find work outside of the home. Her first real job was at Carolina Overall Company. She worked there for a few years. Now being a mother of 10 children and wife of a husband with continual failing health, my grandma decided to relocate the family to Charlotte, North Carolina for access to better opportunities. This is where she began a career as a seamstress. While working for a company called Kellwood, Grandma received a call from a former supervisor whom she worked with at Carolina Overall Company, who offered her a chance to come back to the company at their Charlotte location, Textiles. The rest is history. Now a retired department supervisor from Textiles, my grandma enjoys an active life as mother of 10 adult children, grandmother of 18, and great-grandmother of 14 highly gifted and talented African-American children. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 17, verse 6, that children's children, that means me, are a crown to the aged, and parents are the pride of their children. Grandma, I am happy to be a crown to you, but I am even more happy that you are the pride of your children, and now your children's children, and your great-grandchildren. Today, we honor you. This is Madison with My History Fact.